In this video, students in Nova Scotia will share their experiences with pronouns. This video resource will support you to create equitable and inclusive learning environments where students know that they are welcome and belong. Could you help me explain what a pronoun is?
Pronouns are a set of words that we use to identify one another when we are talking about them when not using their name. For example, if I were to talk with my friend, say her name was Caitlin, I'd be saying, oh, this is Caitlin and she likes dogs. She is the pronoun that I would use for Caitlin because Caitlin told me that her pronouns were she, her.
Some people don't feel confined to he, she, they. It's more than that, it's complicated.
If someone else in your class asked you to use certain pronouns for them, would you do that? How come?
If they wanted me to use certain pronouns for them, I would, because I feel like it wouldn't be fair if I wouldn't and then make them call me a certain pronoun.
If a cisgender female was like, I used she, her, and you called her she, her, why would you call them anything else?
Show kindness, right? Make people have the best time they can.
I'd use other people's pronouns because I understand that's a part of who they are.
I have no say in their gender expression or what pronouns they need to use, and they don't owe me an explanation, so I'm just going to respect that and use the pronouns that they want me to use.
How do you feel around teachers who use your pronouns correctly?
The best part about when people use name and pronouns is I just feel like me in that moment. It's like, yeah, you're right. That is my name. Those are my pronouns. This is fantastic, you know?
It makes me feel like kind of proud of myself and kind of like happy that like they're actually respecting like how I am and what I want to be.
I just feel more accepted and normal when they use the right ones.
It's like they're actually seeing me as who I have always been, and it kind of just makes me really happy.
It shows that a teacher cares about who I am now, not who I was when they first met me.
I guess it just makes me feel happy.
Quand les profs utilisent mes pronoms, je sens vraiment excitée puis vraiment comme à l'aise. Je veux participer, je me sens vraiment comme unie, comme classe, comme relation entre moi et la prof. So, je me sens vraiment comme confortable puis je veux être éduquée, je veux apprendre, je veux faire n'importe quoi.
When teachers use my correct pronouns, or at least he, him, that is a great reminder that, you know, it's, I am seen, I am a boy, even if I don't look like the rest of the ones in my class. I'm much more attractive.
Yeah, I made me feel safe around my teachers.
With the teachers that can respect proper pronouns, I feel like I'm safer in there from the bullies.
When you feel accepted and like it's right and you kind of have that like good feeling in your chest when you know something good is happening or you're excited. It's just when you find a pronoun that fits and and people use it for you, it feels very euphoric. Like you feel better about everything.
How do you feel around teachers who use the wrong pronouns for you?
Every time I get misgendered, it's just another reminder that no one will ever see me the way I want to see myself.
Think of about every negative emotion you can think of, and you pretty much just kind of feel that like pressing down on you. It's not a good feeling.
Honestly, it feels like an attack. You feel like you have been shunned and you're not welcome in that space, and it might not seem that important to other people, but in those times, I'm not at school for learning. It just becomes a horrible place, to be honest. Makes it really difficult to just come here and do what you're supposed to be doing.
So this is from my personal experience. Whenever that happens, I tend to just get super withdrawn, quiet, and try and take up as little space as possible and be unnoticed, because it's like, oh, that happened? Yeah, I'm going to pretend not to be here so that doesn't happen again. And I feel like that could be a very common response for a lot of kids, because it's like, well, what do? I'm in a situation where I can't actually leave. I can't get away from the problem, the thing that's hurting me. So I just got to pretend that I'm not here so the thing that's hurting me doesn't notice. And that can have a lot of bad effects, especially in school when you're supposed to be participating and actually actively learning, listening, that kind of thing. If you're too busy just trying to protect yourself from being hurt again, you're not going to be able to take in that information nearly as well, if at all.
Really, nobody's struggling to use them.
What would you like your teachers or other school staff to know about pronouns?
Well, as an Indigenous student and part of GSA, I want teachers and other staff and even students to know about gender identity and stuff. It's up to the student if they want to be, if let's say they're Indigenous, if they want to wear their regalia, they shouldn't be everyone should be against them for doing that. And if you are trans, you want your pronouns to be something different, they should be respected because that's how you feel comfortable and that's what you want.
Because they're relied on by the kids at school, and if they out someone without their permission, it just makes it hell. Only tell people when that person wants you to tell them if they don't feel comfortable doing it themselves.
Creating space for all students to share their pronouns if they so choose is a key part of building relationships. We hope this video inspires you to consider ways to learn your students' pronouns, or if you're already doing so, to share why and how you do so and what impact this has. To learn more, please explore the resources below.
Pronouns make people feel validated and accepted.
Trans kids are just kids.
Yeah, every teacher here is nice.
Right there.
That is awesome, thank you.